Hey everyone, welcome back to Gemini Gypsy Tarot. I'm going to hop on here, excuse me, and we're going to do a weekend reading just to see who, what, where, when, what's happening. It's the middle of April, so I hope this finds you all well, and happy holiday if you celebrate. And I thought I'm going to use several decks here. I'll introduce them as we go along. I thought I would start though with an energy oracle card. These are usually pretty cool to do. To start off the readings. It's Sandra Ann Taylor for those who are interested. I hope you can see this okay. My setup is a little bit different today. I hope the lighting is okay. So let's pull a energy oracle message for whomever is watching. Obviously, this can't be for everybody, so take what aligns with what's going on with you and how you're feeling and throw out the rest. Let's just see what the energy oracle message is, please. The energy oracle message from mid-month April 2022, or whenever you're finding this. One card. Okay, well, one flipped over right away. Excuse me, whoa. It's the thinking man in the reverse, and I hope you can see that okay. I might scrap this whole video and start over because it does seem like we're pretty far away, so I hope you can see it okay. So the thinking man in this position could represent a male in authority who is not acting in your best interests. But this card reversed is more about you than about others in your life. This card in this position usually indicates that such a learning and growth are actually a part of your own path, and that you're not heeding the call. You may be destined to be a therapist, teacher, writer, publisher, psychic, or healer of some sort. Your soul longs to serve in this capacity, whether professionally or just in your personal life. But something seems to be blocking your way. It's time to break through and move in this direction now. Remember, what you learned during your own growth, you'll be able to share with others, often adding to your own compassion and profound personal wisdom. And here's the affirmation. I am willing to learn new things. It is safe and comfortable for me to open up and share. Okay? Thinking man in reverse, energy oracle messages, Sandra Ann Taylor. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm using the Light Seers deck. For those who are interested, this is Chris Ann. The Light Seers Tarot. I know a lot of readers are using this right now, but it really is very cool. The illustrations. We're going to do the Gemini Gypsy Tarot 10-card spread for those of you who regularly watch me. If you're new, I think over in this corner or this corner, there's an opportunity to subscribe if you like my style and if the reading aligns with what's happening for you. I would appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. Do comment below and feel free to share if you know that the message here is going to be helpful for someone else. So what are the messages coming through for the energy surrounding those who are watching? What is the mid-month message, please? The mid-month message. All right, here we go. Sorry you can't see the cards, but I will be holding them up for you. Okay, well. If you want to bypass all of this shuffling and dropping, I do like to let the cards drop. See what comes out for you. And you'll be able to tell when I start holding up cards that I'm at the end of the shuffle. Excuse me, I should have gotten a little glass of water to have here by me, but I didn't, so bear with me. Already I can tell you I see a lot of news, information, communication, so you may be hearing from someone or learning something. Interesting because we have the thinking man in reverse and that talks about that too, right? So hopefully these are messages coming in for you that are good for you, or maybe you're learning something about someone that gives you, sheds a little bit more light on a situation. Yeah. I think that that's what we got going on here. Lots of swords energies, which is news, communication, information, as I said. What are the messages, please, here for whomever is watching for mid-April, please? What are the messages? Okay, the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. Okay, so if you bypassed all of the cards dropping, what I was saying was that I see a lot of news, information, communication coming in. Now you've got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of your reading, and this is all about wish fulfillment, all of the things that make you emotionally happy. Excuse me. And actually beneath that is the Six of Cups too. So this might have something to do with someone from your past, or someone you're in a relationship with now, but you've known for a very long time. So Nine of Cups, yeah, wishes granted, wishes fulfilled. You've got this thinking man in the reverse who might not have your best interests in mind. So just keep that in mind. But also be willing to open up, right, to new experiences, new information, a new way of doing things. Okay. And for those of you who regularly follow me, you know I pick up these cards in pairs, and then we just see what kind of story unfolds. I'll do a little bit of clarifying, not a lot. And I also will pull a Romance Angel Oracle message for you at the end, okay? Excuse me. Whew. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. So, this is the energy of feeling left out in the cold, and now you're losing sleep over it. Okay, so I do feel like there's some disconnect with someone that you're emotionally involved in, and you're having sleepless nights over this, or you're just feeling down in the dumps, or you're worried or very vexed about this. You see all of the crows like circling over the head. This is sleepless nights and feeling left out in the cold. But, you know, I also get the feeling that you're really not doing anything to get out of this situation yourself, because that person in this card, in this representation, the character is sitting there, but in the corner here is a key to open up that door, right? And they're choosing just to sit there and wallow in their sorrows, right? Sometimes you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and just keep going. Which is exactly what the next two cards are all about. Because we have the Six of Swords with the Ten of Swords. So this is moving towards calmer shores and walking into a new cycle. You're going to be, I think that you're going to be getting in some information, or you're going to be learning something that's going to motivate you to move forward or move out of this cycle, right? You've got, because I think you're going back and forth too, because this is the Nine of Swords, then you got the Six of Swords, and then you got the Ten of Swords. So 9, 6, 10, you know, going back and forth, you know, wavering in how you're feeling or how you're viewing this situation. We'll do some clarifying, but I also think here about trusting your intuition on something, or maybe, and I don't see the Hermit card at all, but maybe this is just a snapshot of what's going on with you right now, or what might be coming up. So the need to be guided towards a new, it could be a new perspective or a new venue. And this might be that you just need to get away, like go for a walk, go put your feet in water, go in the forest, take a short road trip or something like that. You need a change of perspective and the beginning of a new cycle starting. Yeah, pack your bags and leave your past behind in a way. Or also recognize that you can always move towards a new shore. Like, there's every day you have the opportunity to do something different, right? Interesting. So this Nine of Cups could very well be looking for your wish fulfillment, looking for that thing that makes you emotionally happy. You've got the Two of Wands in the reverse with the Five of Swords. More swords, a Five of Swords now. 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. So I see this like energy of like, and this is what I'm actually feeling too, back and forth and back and forth. And you've got this with the Two of Wands in the reverse. So again, this actually Two of Wands in reverse is not knowing what you're going to do next. In the upright, this character is depicted looking out the window with her wands, and she's got travel magazines and everything on the floor beside her with a globe. But in this position, here you are, you just like not knowing what you're going to do next, right? Not being undecided or maybe stuck on not knowing, but you've got this Five of Swords here now, which is being very strategic about your next step. You might be very concerned about how your actions are going to affect other people around you. This person moves forward regardless of the destruction that they cause to other people. It's also the card of being strategic. Excuse me. And, you know, none of this was happening until I started the reading. So, you know, maybe some of you have been feeling ill or under the weather. Someone out there might be struggling with allergies, but you could also be in a situation where you don't feel like you have your voice, right? That you can't, with all of these swords here, you don't feel comfortable that you can speak up and say what you want. It might be this thinking man in reverse, this energy. You know, this might be a very controlling person that you're dealing with, and you just don't feel like you can express yourself. And look at this Nine of Cups card. Like, this person is just finally jumping off, almost like the Fool card, taking that leap of faith towards the things that bring them emotional happiness. And it's interesting because it's got all this bright and shiny glow up coming from like the throat chakra area. So it could very well be that you're in a situation where you feel like maybe your voice isn't being heard. So you're trying to be very strategic about what you're going to be doing. Then you have the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Wands. And look, this is the energy of someone coming in to save the day. It could be a male energy. It could be younger than you. I say that huge bird soaring overhead. These are your spirit guides. This is finally getting that intuition coming through. This is either another person coming in, or this is you finally running and going for it. Look, he's running towards this motorcycle. This is very fast energy. Something's going to happen quickly. This could be a person coming in with, and it could be that news or information or communication I was talking about. But there is a progression from your swords going up to the Knight of Swords. So it's not the King of Swords, but it's the Knight of Swords. So this is some sort of action that you're going to be taking. And you've got this Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior. So you do have your boundaries up, right, with these wands, these staves in the ground, but you've got one. It's on fire. And this is, you're not giving up. You still have hope that your wishes will come true, that good will prevail is what I'm hearing. Good will prevail. You're not giving up. You've taken a couple of hits, but you're willing to still open yourself up to these new possibilities. And that thinking man in reverse talks about that as well. You've got the Sun in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles. So this is disappointments, but this is also delays. So major arcana card. You've got, this is actually the only major arcana card you have, the Sun. When it's in the reverse information position, it does talk about the fact that, you know, there is some disharmony, you're discontented, but it also talks about delays. So whatever it is you're setting your mind to, there might be setbacks, and you've got this Queen of Pentacles. So it could be that the thing that's holding you back is you need the money to move forward to do this next thing, right? It could very well be that. It could also be that there's delays in everything, bringing you to this period of being the Queen of Pentacles, which is very stable, which is, she's holding a huge pentacle. So she has this huge amount of wealth and abundance and stability. So this could be what your Nine of Cups is. This wish is granted and wish is fulfilled, that you want to reach this Queen of Pentacles status. Let's do some clarifying. I'm just using the traditional Rider-Waite deck. This is your standard. And let's see what other messages come through here for whomever is watching. For their highest good, please. What else do they need to know about this reading? What else? I think that this is for you a call of action, a call to action. You have to Get yourself prepared to move. Definitely moving. You could be moving. You could be moving to a new town. You could someone could be moving in with you. You could be contemplating a move or leaving or traveling. Something that's going to be better for you. You're trying to think about this strategically. Right now you're being left out in the cold. You're around someone that's pulling you down. What else? What else, please? What are the additional messages? Okay, right away. 4 of Swords, more Swords energy. So this is healing, but also preparation. He's got a sword right down there below where he's resting, so he can grab it at any moment. In this stained glass window that you see up there is family. There's also windows in this card as well. So I definitely feel like whatever's going on, there are other people involved that there are other people involved that you have to consider, right? You're not the only, you're not independently in this situation. You're considering other people. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So some information, not what you were hoping to hear, and you're still, lack of clarity, right? Lack of clarity, but yeah, and you're worried about your reputation here with the 6 of Swords in the reverse. It's interesting. You have the 6 of Swords in the upright here, which in this particular deck, the Light Seers, which is moving towards calmer shores. I'm sorry, this isn't the 6 of Swords. This is the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So you're worried about your reputation here with this 6 of Wands in the reverse, right? This is victory after the battle. Wounded warrior. Victory after the battle. But when it's in the reverse, this is how others perceive you. And you could be worried about your reputation. Like, what will other people think of me if I do this? Additional messages, please. What else do they need to know? Page of Swords. Yeah, so you might be getting communication and it's not what you want to hear, right? It's not what you want to hear. Someone might be spying on you on social media. Okay, you've got the Justice card. It came out on its side, so you might be waiting to hear for a judgment or an outcome of something legal. You could also be dealing with a Libra. This is a major arcana card. You had the Sun in reverse. This is Leo energy as well. You might be dealing with someone who is a Leo. You might be a Leo. You might have Leo placements, or someone you're dealing with might have Leo placements. Same here with the Justice card. As I said, it came out sideways. So you might be on the verge of having some judgment coming out in your favor, or it might be because you're dealing with someone who's a Libra. Now you've got the Hierophant, another major arcana card just flipped out for you in reverse. I believe this is Taurus. Taurus. This is non-traditional. This is, it could also be work. Something going on with your work, not in your favor. And you have the Chariot in the upright. This is Cancerian energy. Now you got all these major arcana cards flipping out for you now. So these are kind of like your outcome messages. The Chariot, moving forward, using sheer will. This is Cancerian energy. If you're a Cancer, if you have Cancer placements in your chart, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, it could also be getting a new car. Transportation, moving forward. We talked about that. A move. You could be physically moving. Are there more messages, please? Yeah, things are out of balance. You've got the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You've gotten 3 6s here. Don't take that in the wrong way. That really, those 6s in that order. Just talk about, that's the number of man, 666. Don't freak out over that. But anyway, I mean, it did come to mind, and you have 3 6s. So 6s might be a significant number for you. Actually, I just heard that, and when tarot readers say they hear, these messages come to them. I'm actually thinking that that's an address. Someone in their street address or whatever, there's 6s, or in your zip code, okay? Or the zip code you're moving to might have 6s in it. This in the reverse is lack of balance, okay? And this has to do with your money too, what we were talking about. So here's a tip on how to get that money flowing. in order to increase your abundance from a financial standpoint, you have to start the cycle of money coming in and money coming out. So you might need to donate something, even if it's just collecting some things in your house, doing some spring cleaning and donating it. Oftentimes when that happens, something comes back to you quickly in the form of monetary or other material gain. It just starts that cycle of abundance and being generous. And also don't forget your gratitude every day. Speak it, that you're thankful. When you have to spend money, when you have to write out a check to pay a bill or do it online, say thank you. I'm so grateful that I have the money available to pay this bill, and then more money will come. Additional messages, please. What else? Money might be the thing that's holding you back right now from this situation that you're in. Yeah. Here you go again. You've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is holding on to your money. Also resistance, but also being cognizant of how you're spending your money. You definitely got some money things going on here. Yeah. Oh, now they're all just like sloppy flopping. So let's not do that. I'm just going to take the first one that came on the bottom. And I'm going to get a couple more cards too, because I think that these are important messages for you. You got the Two of Swords. This is being at a crossroads. There is a crescent moon up here. I always, when I see moon cycles in the cards, and this is the first one that I'm seeing here in all of this reading, which is unusual. Pay attention to the moon cycles, but in terms of the timing on when these things could happen. But right now you're at a crossroads. You're not seeing things clearly, but it's very likely that soon a decision will need to be made. Hold on just a second, and I'm just feeling that these are the last two cards, and then I'll do the Romance Angel card for you, okay? The Lovers reversed with the King of Wands reversed. Okay, so you might be dealing, this is the card of Gemini, okay? And then you've got the King of Wands reversed. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you know, and you had the Sun reversed. This is also Leo energy. So you could be dealing with someone who's like this King of Wands energy. This is also not being motivated. And then when you've got this Lovers in reverse, this could be your relationship with this thinking man person, or it's not gender specific. It's just that energy, right? A masculine type of energy, or whoever's in control or whatever, and just not seeing eye to eye. There's disharmony. This is the divorce card. For some of you, maybe you are in the process of getting divorced. You have this Justice card in the upright, so you're waiting for a ruling on your divorce to come through before you move. Could very well be that. And right now, you might just be in this stagnant position where you can't take any action right now. But I see it coming. I see you being very strategic and thinking about what your next step is. So this could very well be like a separation, a family separation, if you're in a couple, family situation, and it's the money thing that you're trying to pull it all together before you make this move. Okay, I hope it resonates with somebody. Do comment below. I'd love to know. I hope everything works out okay. I think it's going to. I mean, it's going to be, your wishes are going to be granted, and you've got the Six of Cups. It could very well be that, you know, maybe you're leaving to go back home or whatever. Someone is checking you out on the internet. Page of Cups. Something you didn't expect is going to come through. It's going to be very emotionally satisfying. You got the Hermit. Yeah, so this, you're going within. Look, and now you got the Emperor. So that's, you know, entrepreneurial spirit, leadership, someone in authority, and the Hierophant in reverse. I mean, the High Priestess in reverse. So make sure you're tuning into your intuition on this. You got the Chariot upright again. This is definitely moving forward. And Ace of Cups. So it'll be, you know, there'll be that emotional satisfaction once you've done this move. I think it has to do with some sort of being strategic about a move, being strategic about a relationship that you're in, possibly a breakup or a separation or a divorce with this Justice card. Take care of yourself if you're in a situation where, you know, if you're being abused or whatever. I'm not a healthcare provider or a mental health practitioner. There are lots of services out there if that's the situation with you. I encourage you to take advantage of that. What is the Romance Angel Oracle message, please, for whomever is watching for mid-April? One card, please. What is the message for whomever is watching? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so I think this is a matter of being strategic and being patient. If the aspects of love and relationship in your reading calls for you to be patient. Okay, you guys, I hope that helped. If it aligned, please do comment below. Consider subscribing to the channel and give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you at the next reading. I hope everything works out well, okay? Peace out. I'm going to bam you with this little thing. Bam.